All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about something pretty incredible, the idea that you can literally upgrade your brain's operating system. And I'm not just talking about learning a new hack or a productivity trick. We're talking about fundamentally rewiring the way you think to unlock some serious peak performance. So, let me ask you a question. Straight up, is your brain's operating system, well, obsolete? Because most of us are running on default settings, software that was designed for a totally different world. If you've ever felt like you're just working harder and harder but not really getting ahead, this might be exactly why.
And this is the core idea right here. On one hand, you've got the factory worker OS. It's linear, it's sequential. You put in 1 hour of work, you get 1 hour of results. It gets the job done, sure, but it's a grind and it doesn't scale. On the other hand, you have the Billionaire OS. This thing runs on completely different principles: leverage, compounding, and non-linear thinking. It's where one single, smart action can ripple out and create 1,000 results.
So, the big question is, how do we make that switch? Well, this isn't about finding a few random tips online. We're talking about a full system upgrade, and the plan has two core components that are designed to install this new way of thinking permanently. Okay, so here's the plan. First, there's a daily maintenance stack. Think of this as a super quick routine to keep your new OS running clean and smooth. And second, we have a 30-day installation schedule. This is where we systematically install powerful new mental models. These are like the essential must-have apps for your brain. So let's start with that daily maintenance.
This right here is your first big, actionable takeaway. It's a simple, 5-minute system check you can run every single morning. The whole point is to keep your new operating system patched, functional, and really focused on what actually moves the needle.
And here's exactly what you do. It's 5 quick questions. First, focus. What is the one single thing that will make today a win? Second, feedback. What's the one metric that matters most, and what is it telling you? Third, time horizon. Is what you're doing today part of a 10-year plan? Fourth, systems check. Think about the second and third order consequences of your big decisions. And finally, number 5, anti-fragility. You ask yourself, what would absolutely guarantee failure today? And then you just don't do that. That last step is a really powerful idea called inversion. And this quote from the legendary Charlie Munger just nails it. Instead of trying to be a genius all the time, you can get so far ahead by just consistently avoiding the dumb mistakes. It's an incredible defensive strategy for, well, pretty much everything. Okay, so with our daily maintenance routine in place, it is time for the installation. We're going to walk through 4 of the most powerful mental models from the 30-day plan. Seriously, think of these as the killer apps for your brand new OS. Let's get into the first one. First up, we've got the second-order lens, which is a favorite of Jeff Bezos. This is all about training yourself to see past the immediate result of a decision. See, anybody can see the first consequence. The real advantage, the real magic, happens when you can see the consequence of the consequence. That's the game changer. So how do you install this? It's actually super simple. Just pick any decision you made yesterday. Could be big, could be small. Now, force yourself to write down 3 knock-on effects, 3 ripples that are only going to show up a month from now. Doing this simple drill literally rewires your brain to see the entire chessboard, not just the next move. Okay, our second app is the 1000X code, and this one is inspired by Elon Musk. It's all about one word: leverage. Things like software, code, automation. These are tools that can work for you 24/7. They completely detach your output from the hours you put in. You build it once, and it can create value forever, even while you're sleeping.
And the drill for this is so practical it's not even funny. Just find one repetitive, low-value task you do all the time. The kind of thing you could pay someone $10 an hour to do. Then figure out how to use a simple script or a no-code tool like Zapier to make it disappear forever. You just bought back your time.
App number 3 is called the Barbell Builder, and it comes from the mind of Nassim Taleb. This is such a powerful way to manage risk while still giving yourself a shot at massive wins. The big idea is you avoid the messy, unpredictable middle, and instead you put all your resources at the 2 absolute extremes. And it looks just like this. It's so simple. You put 90% of your resources, whether that's time or money, into things that are ultra-safe and predictable. Think index funds, or focused deep work on your core business. Then you take the other 10% and you put it into high-risk, high-reward moonshots. This way, your downside is capped, but your upside is pretty much unlimited. And the drill. It's as straightforward as it gets. The very next time you have a chunk of resources to allocate, maybe it's your monthly savings or how you'll spend your time this week, you consciously split it using this 90-10 rule. No cheating. Just try it.
All right, our final core app is another one from Jeff Bezos, the flywheel map. You know how a heavy flywheel is tough to get moving at first, but each push makes the next one a little easier until it's spinning with unstoppable momentum? That's the idea here. You build systems where every part feeds and strengthens the next part, creating this amazing self-reinforcing loop. To put this into practice, you've got to actually draw it out. Map out your personal or business flywheel. What activities lead to other good things? Like maybe making great content leads to a bigger audience, which in turn gives you more data to make even better content. Then find the single weakest connection in that whole loop and pour all your energy into fixing just that one spot. So, after 30 days of doing the daily maintenance and installing these new apps, what's the real payoff? What actually happens? We're not just talking about being a little more productive. The change is much, much deeper than that. It's a fundamental shift in the entire logic structure of your thinking.
And this right here is the most important takeaway of all. The goal of this whole thing isn't just to download a new app or learn a new habit. It is a firmware update. You are literally rewriting the base code of how your mind processes the world. You're shifting from a linear, one-to-one logic to a new one based on leverage, systems, and compound.
Look, the 30-day installation is designed to make this new logic your automatic, default way of being. And that process, it starts the second you decide to try that first drill. So the only real question left is this: once your upgrade is complete, what are you going to build with your new OS?